So my name is Michelle Blackmore. I'm an interior designer. I've waited 46 years to say that. It's always been my passion since I was young. I remember spending, my allowance on pretties for my room. And back then it was all the hearts and forest green flowers with mauve, roses. But it's my passion. And so to me, it's the thing that I put off because I was afraid to fail at it. And as I've gotten older, 49, I understand that, that's the point, right? Is it's supposed to be meaningful to us. It's supposed to be risky, but we're also supposed to fail. And, I'm sure that I follow comedians, stand up is brutal. I heard a story about one of them, in an elevator after a show and people didn't recognize him. And, and now he sells out stadiums. And in this elevator, they were like, this guy's terrible. What's he even doing? And so here I am. This is my time to do it. I think I've steeled myself enough to be able to take the criticism. It's nothing I haven't said to myself. The makeup is not enough. I don't look like I did when I was 20 or 30. And so for a long time, it felt like I was too old to do it. I should have done it when I was younger, but I didn't know anything. And now I pride myself on learning every day, trying to share, trying to teach, trying to motivate and inspire. And this is the way. There's no other way. When I give my life lessons to, my extended family, most of the time it's, I have them in little brief periods and I try to give them as much information and help as I can. And it's too much. So to me, this is an ideal situation for me to, one, talk through things as I go, two, show a true comeback story in real time. And I don't really get embarrassed. I have insecurities, and it is embarrassing to me because I don't know how to do it. I know it won't be great, and I'm a perfectionist. So in that respect, yes, I do get embarrassed, but I will tell people about my finances. I will tell people about the mistakes I've made, and I just don't have any shame in that. And that's something that I've realized in the last few months. These have been some of the hardest months of definitely my career, but some really even in my whole life, because there wasn't tremendous loss. It wasn't anything catastrophic, but it was a lot of realization that, no matter what I do, I'm not always going to make everyone happy. And the amount of work and time I put into a project doesn't mean it's going to be successful. And so I didn't really understand what it looked like to fail as an interior designer. And now I do. I have clients that have been unhappy, some unrealistically so, and some were very valid. I'm learning how to manage time and juggle projects, trying to learn how to accept help. That's its own challenge. So anyhow, I'm here. I'm on a wild ride, and in my past, many people have said, you should have a show. Your life is interesting. And I deliberately have designed it as such. I read a ton when I was younger, and I've always said I want a good story. And so this chapter is especially unique for us. You know, I've got hundreds of stories, and by design. I am not generally afraid of things, except this. And I'm usually, I try to avoid criticism. So I think that if I had to say it, that would be the fear. And I'm kind of past it as far as being afraid of it. I'm anxious and I don't look forward to the trolls. But I mean, it comes with success. There's no way around it. And, my kids are young. They're in the age that I know that they're going to start facing bullies. So, I have to show them. I have to show them that it doesn't matter what people say. And they will say hateful things no matter what. It doesn't matter how good you do. You can isolate yourself. You can keep yourself in a bubble and not take risk, and you're still going to get the haters. So here I am, and my hope is that I teach people, I inspire people, and, with me being an older mom, oh no, I just got a text. I feel like it's going to be important to share this with my kids because they don't really grasp, work ethic and things that I really want to teach them. And I'm afraid I'm going to be maybe too old when they are receptive to that. So, this is kind of my journal for them also. And probably they won't listen to it, but maybe. Okay, so today. So I went through ChatGPT because I don't know what I'm doing with this. I know a lot about design. I know a lot specifically about vacation rental design. And I'm learning a lot about running a business. So, that's where I'm at. And the one thing I really wanted to convey is just do it. Do the thing. Do the thing that's weighing on you. In every book, I mean, every podcast, every song, every movie I watch, when I go through these transformation phases, and we all do, I do feel like I seek them out more than an average person. I say I like to grow, and then, just like anyone, I cry and cry when things are hard. And then I turn around, maybe it's even a month later and say, wow, well, that's why that happened. And I'm glad it did because XYZ. So, this is part of the journey, part of the struggle for me. And, we just have to do it. It's just do it. I've planned, I have read, I have done everything but this for so long. And, I've played every scenario in my head. Who's going to hear it? I'm just going to do a few and nobody will be receptive and it'll just die. And what's the point? Or, maybe it gives me less credibility with my clients. I mean, what if it backfires? So I've run the gamut. If there is a classification for overthinkers, I am at the peak. Obsessive, 1,000 browser tabs open in my brain at any given moment. So, this is it. This is what's left, is just to do it.